The Mahabharata, it is more than just a story, it is a vast epic. It tells the tale of a family feud. This feud led to a great war. This war is known as the Kurukshetra War. It is a story of duty and desire, of right and wrong. The war is a central point in the Mahabharata. It shows us the consequences of our choices. It highlights the complexities of life and morality. The Mahabharata is like a mirror to our own lives. It shows our own struggles and dilemmas. The Kurukshetra War, at its heart, is a battle between dharma, or righteousness, and adharma, which is unrighteousness. It is a war fought on many levels, physical, emotional, and spiritual. The story of the Mahabharata is a journey. It takes us through the lives of kings and warriors. We see their loves, their hates, and their sacrifices. The Kurukshetra War is the climax of this journey. It is a reminder of the destructive power of anger, greed, and ego. But the Mahabharata is not just about war, it is also about wisdom, duty, and compassion. Through the stories of the characters, we learn valuable lessons. We learn about the importance of following our dharma, even when it is difficult. We learn about the power of forgiveness and the need for self-reflection. The Kurukshetra War did not happen overnight. It was the result of years of growing animosity and resentment. At the heart of the conflict were two sets of cousins, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. The Pandavas, 5 brothers known for their righteousness and valor, were locked in a power struggle with their cousins, the Kauravas, 100 brothers led by the eldest, Duryodhana. Duryodhana, consumed by jealousy and a lust for power, could not stand the thought of sharing the kingdom. His ambition, fueled by his uncle Shakuni's cunning, knew no bounds. He plotted and schemed against the Pandavas, culminating in a rigged game of dice. The Pandavas, bound by their word and principles, were cheated out of their rightful inheritance, the kingdom of Hastinapura. They were forced into exile for 13 long years. This humiliation and injustice became a festering wound, a constant reminder of the Kauravas' treachery. Exile was a test of the Pandavas' strength and spirit. Stripped of their kingdom and possessions, they wandered the forests, facing hardship and danger with courage and dignity. They used this time to hone their skills, seeking knowledge and wisdom from sages. During their exile, the Pandavas encountered many challenges. They faced demons and monsters, proving their valor time and again. They also encountered ordinary people, sharing their sorrows and learning valuable lessons about life. One such encounter was with a yaksha, a nature spirit, who asked them profound questions about life, death, and dharma. Yudhishthira, the eldest Pandava, known for his wisdom and righteousness, answered correctly, saving his brothers from the yaksha's wrath. The Pandavas' exile, though filled with hardships, was also a period of great spiritual growth. It strengthened their resolve to reclaim their rightful place and uphold dharma. After 13 long years, the Pandavas returned from exile, ready to claim their rightful share of the kingdom. However, Duryodhana, blinded by pride and greed, refused to give them even an inch of land. Krishna, a wise and divine being, acted as a mediator, trying to avert the war. He traveled to Hastinapura, the capital of the Kauravas, and pleaded for peace. He argued that war would bring only destruction and suffering. He urged Duryodhana to choose the path of dharma. His pleas fell on deaf ears. Duryodhana, consumed by his own selfish desires, refused to listen. He would rather see the world burn than share his power. His arrogance and stubbornness sealed the fate of both families, setting the stage for the catastrophic war. Section 5, Kurukshetra, the battlefield of dharma and adharma. The stage was set for a battle that would determine the fate of a kingdom and shape the course of history. The armies of both sides gathered on the plains of Kurukshetra, a vast battlefield chosen for its symbolic significance. The air was thick with tension and anticipation. On one side stood the Pandavas, vastly outnumbered but fighting for a just cause. On the other side stood the Kauravas, their army bolstered by powerful allies, driven by greed and a lust for power. As the conch shells blared, announcing the start of the battle, the earth trembled under the weight of charging chariots and elephants. The sky was filled with the deafening roar of clashing weapons, the cries of dying men, and the somber chants of mourning. Section 6. Heroes and Villains, Key Players in the Epic Battle. The Kurukshetra war was a battle of epic proportions, a clash of titans. It saw the rise of heroes and the fall of villains. Each warrior had a role to play, a destiny to fulfill. Arjuna, the great archer and the third of the Pandava brothers, found himself face to face with his own kin, torn between his duty as a warrior and his love for his family. His charioteer Krishna, recognizing his dilemma, delivered the timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita, guiding him on the path of Dharma. Bhishma, the revered patriarch of the Kuru clan, bound by a vow to protect the throne, fought on the side of the Kauravas. He was a formidable warrior, his skills unmatched, yet he was torn between his duty and his conscience. Karna, a skilled archer and a key warrior on the Kauravas' side, was bound by loyalty and friendship to Duryodhana, even though he secretly admired the Pandavas. He was a tragic hero, a victim of circumstance and fate. And then there was Duryodhana, the embodiment of greed and arrogance, whose ambition knew no bounds. He was the catalyst for the war, his actions leading to the destruction of his own family. Section 7. Krishna's Guidance, Dharmakshetra, the battlefield of Dharma. Krishna, the divine charioteer, played a pivotal role in the Kurukshetra war. He was not just a guide and friend to the Pandavas, but also a strategist, a diplomat, and a philosopher. He represented the voice of conscience, urging everyone towards Dharma. Krishna's presence on the battlefield was more than just symbolic. He became the driving force, the wind beneath the Pandavas' wings. His wisdom and guidance helped them overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. He negotiated, he strategized, and when necessary, he bent the rules of war to ensure the victory of Dharma. He knew that the Kauravas, blinded by greed and arrogance, had strayed too far from the path of righteousness. Section 8. The Bhagavad Gita, a Song of Wisdom. In the midst of the battlefield, as Arjuna faced his own kin, a wave of doubt and despair washed over him. He questioned the very purpose of war, the futility of violence. It was then that Krishna, his charioteer and guide, revealed his divine form and imparted the timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita, a sacred text within the Mahabharata, is a dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. It addresses the fundamental questions of life, death, duty, and destiny. Krishna emphasizes the importance of performing one's duty without attachment to the results, surrendering to a higher purpose. He teaches Arjuna about the nature of the soul, the illusion of the material world, and the path to liberation. The Bhagavad Gita's teachings transcend time and place, offering guidance and solace to seekers of truth even today. Section 9. The Legacy of Kurukshetra, Timeless Lessons and Values. The Kurukshetra War, though a tale of destruction and loss, is also a story of courage, duty, and the triumph of good over evil. It is a reminder that our choices have consequences and that the path of Dharma, though often difficult, is the only path to lasting peace and happiness. The Mahabharata, with the Kurukshetra War at its heart, is not just a story from the past. It is a living epic, its lessons and values resonating with us even today. It teaches us about the importance of righteousness, the complexities of human nature, and the eternal battle between good and evil that rages within and around us. The story of the Kurukshetra War serves as a timeless reminder of the importance of choosing Dharma over adharma, of standing up for what is right, even in the face of adversity. It is a story that continues to inspire, challenge, and guide us on our own journeys through life.